Hi, I'm Perry Beza from All About Paint. Thank you for joining in today. We're here in Chicago at about 57th Street, and what we're doing is kind of a light rehab. It's kind of a little bit out of what I normally do. We're generally a paint contracting company, but since I was in real estate at an earlier time, I met a lot of people, and I go do some of the work that they need to do. A lot of patching, we'll do floor repairs, we'll tear up carpeting, and it's kind of a little side thing that we do, but we really enjoy doing it. So in a few minutes, we're going to do a walkthrough of this two-flat unit, and we'll show you what we're going to be doing. We came through the entryway, living room, dining room, and we are coming into a kitchen. So what we're going to do here is we're going to basically clean up these cabinets, do a quick clean. We're going to pull all the carpeting out. We've got to put new fixtures in. As you can see here, what's underneath this cabinet here. It's just really grody. There's a water leak, and you can see there's residue and roaches and roach feces. And if you know anything about roaches, as they lay eggs and the eggs hatch, they eat their poop. So that's pretty gross. But the way you kill them is when the roaches eat the bait and they poop it out, the larvae and the babies will hatch and they'll eat the poop. And then what will happen is they will die off too. So that's how you kill the generations of bugs. Oh, I love doing this. Let's see where we're at here. We just started taking up some tile. We knew that the tile was cracking and it was really spongy. And wow, do we have some issues here. This is the toilet drain where this was, and there's an old wax ring, and there's been water getting underneath this flooring here. And as we can tell, the subfloor is completely rotted out. I'm not so sure how far under the bathtub we have to dig, or whether or not we even have to take the bathtub out. But we'll check this out. But it doesn't look good. So it looks like we're going to be pulling some tile out here, and we'll be showing you that process just shortly. Okay, we're back. So we took a couple minutes, at least a couple hours actually, and we started tearing carpet out, and we took the padding out. And remember, when you're doing a tear out for carpet, there's going to be a lot of staples holding that padding down. You're going to want to really, you don't really need to take the staples out, but they need to be pounded down. And it's a little bit of a chore. Let me show you something here. An area where you're going to have some padding still stuck to the staples, you're going to want to take your foot, rub it along there, and it kind of kicks up the padding, and then take a hammer, you're going to staple that down. It's really the quickest way in a situation like this. But we'll be putting new carpet down in here and new padding, and we're pretty excited about that. Here's one of the other rooms that we tore carpet out of. Look like it has the original slat floors in here that have been painted over, and we really considered maybe sanding them down and bringing them back to life, but the flooring is not in that good of shape. They painted over it, and that's not really the issue, but it's really not level. And as you can see, there's filler boards that the rehabbers at one time put under the flooring just to level it out, reasonably, so they could put carpet over it. Okay, we're back here at this toilet area. I wanted to show you something. I took the wax ring off. There was two wax rings right on top of each other. Normally you put a wax ring with the plastic, then you put a filler of only wax on the top to give it a little bit more sealability. But what happened was the bottom ring is not even over the drain. You got one ring, two ring, three rings. They put 3 rings on this thing. So we're going to take this other wax ring off here. And this is just brutal. This is see all this here? This is excrement. You guys know what excrement is? I don't need to explain that to you. It smells like horrible. You don't even understand how bad this stinks. And then you got, because of all the water and human waste not going down the drain. It went into the wood here. Can you see this here? And it just rotted this wood. It's not even spongy. It's just like, I don't even have another word for it. It's just unbelievable. So, and here's the other wax ring. And what we're going to do is once we pull this wax ring off, we actually might leave it for now. So I figure out what we want to do with it. We're going to need to seal this for now. We're going to put a towel in there just so we don't get any garbage down into the drain. But if you come over here, get a little close up of this. You can see this spongy. That's it right there. There's a little button on there, cameraman, you could go in and out on just in case you need to. But it's real spongy, and we're going to have to take this tile out, coming back into here too, probably one more set. And we'll see, we'll just follow it until it stops rotting. And I got a feeling that it's even rotted well under this bathtub here. But when we pull this out, we'll check. We'll go downstairs, and because it's an opened up old basement, we'll be able to look up into it and see what is really going on, see if it's rotted farther over under the bathtub. Oh, what a surprise. Check this out. We were thinking that the subfloor was totally rotted. Well, we found out that there's particle board over the subfloor, and if you know what particle board does, is when it absorbs water, it expands and flakes out. So this is what we were actually looking at. Come on over here. So this is what we were talking about. This is our subfloor, not this. We didn't realize that. As we were digging in here, we saw that they sheeted it with particle board, and this is what was getting all rotten under here. It's just coming up like nobody's business. This is garbage. You don't use particle board as an underlayment. See this, how it flakes here? It just turns into nothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig up this floor, out another couple tiles, and we'll have to figure out, you know, what thickness we'll need to match and to raise this floor up so it's level. And I don't think we're going to need to do a whole lot more than that. This is horrible. I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but obviously it wasn't. It gets really interesting now. Check this out. Okay, so we realized that we had a solid wood subfloor. Then we have particle board, and then what we thought was maybe tile over this, it wasn't. It actually is a cement board, which you're supposed to use when you're going to put tile down, ceramic. And what happened was they didn't screw the cement board down, and it was floating. You're supposed to screw that concrete subfloor or the underlayment down if you're going to use a concrete board. So they didn't screw it down, and then what they did is they floated their ceramic tile above it. So what we really have is an unstable floor. And let me show you here. You've got the particle board, and you've got this much clay in it. Can you see that? So no matter what you do with this floor, it's not stable enough to ceramic tile over it. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up the ceramic tile. We're going to pull up the cement board, and we're going to pull up the particle board in this bathroom, and then we're going to resheet it. And that's just what we're going to have to do to get this thing stable, and then we're going to see how it matches up, or what we got to do to match it up in height to the rest of the flooring. So, interesting, isn't it?